ready to register for the alpha for Microsoft Flight Simulator if you haven't already. We will cover all the info about registration to the alpha and more news in this episode. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator update video. This is where we bring you all the news and updates on the development of this new sim. So if you're lazy like me and don't want to troll the net to see all the latest updates, this video is for you. So first things first, if you want to apply to register for the alpha for Microsoft Flight Simulator, here is your chance. Between now and Sunday, yes, I said Sunday, you'll be able to register for the Insider Program pre-release build testing. If you have already registered and you haven't received an invite, you can update your DXDialog during this time. This may be the last time you have an opportunity to register for the program, so best not to miss out. Moving on to the update of content for deliverables. To be honest, I was expecting to see an Insider episode number 8 of IFR to be released this week, but it's still at will be released phase, scheduled for sometime in May. And at the same time, the partnership series update is scheduled to be released phase and also in May also. But the big news this week was the save to date, which was released of the minimum recommended and ideal specs for Microsoft Flight Simulator. We went over the news in detail with a video earlier this week. I will leave a link in the description below and in a card above if you want to check out that video. Some really interesting points were raised in the video and in the comments. If you are in the market for a new PC for this flight sim, or you want to know if your current machine will cut the mustard, that video is definitely for you to check out. In some more quick alpha news, the 2020 team is currently wrapping up on alpha build at 1.3. Among many content updates and bug fixes in this build, it will include the Queen of the Skies, a 747 for community testing. This is in a similar rollout that we have seen with recently of the Airbus A320. The 2020 team will be providing community details and build notes on that release. We are expecting to see this build and the Queen of the Skies within the next 14 days, so this is great news. As for alpha invitation news, we did mention the big stuff at the start of this video, but in more news, the 2020 team have mentioned they are very close to sending all the invites out for the alpha for people that have already received an acceptance email, and that the new invites to the new alpha will be sent out when the 1.3 alpha build is out. I guess that's why the insider registrations want to be closed by this Sunday. I would love to hear in the comments, are you going to register for the alpha, or are you going to wait until the sim is released and fully developed? In more news, the feedback snapshot was released with a big fat answer highlighted next to the minimum specs. In the top questions still remaining: aircraft list, airport list, Bing improvement plans, campaign mode, damage mode, fully functional airports, minimum specs, which was released earlier this week, nav data, pre-order timeline, release date, and pricing model. As for the top alpha issues, the A320 autopilot, autothrust, cockpit display, etc. seems to be there's a few issues there. Camera issues, installation issues, insufficient draw distance for other planes online, manual catching not available yet, preferable support, pitch authority for FSB's flight mode, pitch and your interior stability, terrain, and also world airports and data offsets. And of course, everybody's top wish list: third-party content SDK, AI traffic, ATC, helicopters, preferable support for advanced setups, seasons, share cockpit functionality, and my favorite, VR/track IR. So really no surprises in the feedback snapshot, and not really much change since we've seen before, which that was pretty much what we were expecting. Again, we had a bunch of community snapshots on display. A big thank you to all the alpha testers for showcasing the sim for some of these great shots. We are expecting the next Microsoft Flight Simulator update next week on the 30th of April. Hopefully we'll find some more news on the deliverables and also a roadmap what's happening for the development of the sim over the next few months. And if you like this video, which was a very short update video this week, please smash that blue thumbs up button as it really helps out. And if you are new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with all the latest Microsoft Flight Simulator development news and insights, please click that subscribe button. Remember to let us know in the comments below, are you going to register for the alpha this weekend, or are you going to wait until the sim is released and fully developed? I'm going to leave one of my other favorite 2020 videos here. Why don't you check that one out, and I will see you over there.